Hi, can I talk to you for a minute? I really mean to talk to you. I don't know who you are or where you're watching from. Maybe from your room in Kampala, or maybe in a taxi or matatu in Nairobi, or maybe in a hostel in Arusha. Probably. Maybe in a quiet corner somewhere in Accra. But deep down, you and I both know why you're here. You're tired of being stuck. You've got dreams, but fear is standing your way. You're wondering if you will ever become who you were born to be. And listen, I get it, because I've been there too. I remember nights I couldn't sleep, ideas burning in my chest, but fear gripping my heart. What if I fail? What will people say? What if I lose everything? That's what fear does. It has that habit of paralyzing you. It makes you doubt your own gift, the gifts that God has given you. It tells you to play safe, stay quiet, or even give up. But here is the truth. Fear is a liar. It's a great liar. Fear is not the enemy. It's just an emotion. It's just a signal. It's meant to protect you, but never to control you. But when fear makes your decisions for you, then you become a prisoner in your own life. As President Eisenhower once said, you can find a high level of security in a prison cell if that's all you want out of life. But that's not what you want. I believe so. That's not what you want. I know that. I know you and I want freedom. You and I want growth. You want purpose. You want impact. All those things, you need them. And fear is in your way. And that means you have got to walk through the fear. It's not going away, but just have to walk through it. Let me show you that you are not alone. Nelson Mandela, for 27 years, he was in prison. He was scared, that's true, but he kept going. One of the ladies that I follow so much, that is Oprah Winfrey. She was told that she's not good enough for TV, but she rose to global influence. There's another lady in Kenya called Tabitha Karanja. She faced criticism, rejection, setbacks, but now she leads one of Kenya's biggest companies. Trust me, they all had the fear, but they didn't stay there. And neither should you. You shouldn't stay where fear is. You should get out from there. I'm going to share with you 6 steps that are strong, practical, and they're so powerful to overcome fear. The very first one is acknowledge the fear. You got to acknowledge the fear. You got to say it out loud that yes, I'm afraid. You're afraid of going out when it's dark. You're afraid of starting a business. You're afraid of approaching someone and tell them your heart, how much you love them. I know that you are afraid. But the very, very first step to overcoming fear is you acknowledging that fear. that I know I am afraid. Name it. Own it. Bring it into the light. Because anything you can name, you can face. If you can name that fear, then I believe you can face it. Then 2, you got to ask, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Just have to be honest. If you fail, will it kill you? Of course, no. If you fail, you will learn. You'll automatically grow. You'll try again. You see, most fear is just discomfort that is dressed as danger. That's how most fear is. It makes you uncomfortable, as in it's dressed. That kind of comfort dressed as danger. But it's not. You learn from it, you'll grow. You'll even go ahead and try over and over again. Step number 3. Start small and act so fast. Don't wait for being perfect. Just move on. I think I'm a culprit to this. I've had so many ideas in the past, but I've always thought, how will I begin? If I fail, won't people laugh at me? But step number 3 is start small. Start with what you have and act so fast. Don't wait to be perfect. Just move. Then write that proposal. Maybe there's a person you've not called for quite a long period of time. Call them. Take that first step. It's very important, because if you have taken the very first step, it's easier to take the second one. There is a saying that action breaks fear's back. If you act, that means you're going to break that fear. Then step number 4, get around brave people. You need people who speak life into your dream. Those people whom you look unto, who inspire you. You need people who have failed and they have risen. Those are the mentors. Maybe podcasts, maybe books. You got to cut off those voices of doubt and be around the brave people who have made it. Maybe there's a book that you want to read of someone's biography. Get it and read it. Then step number 5, feed your faith. I just want you to know that you're not alone. Isaiah 41 verse 10 says, "Fear not, for I am with you." The Lord says you ought not to fear, because He is with you. If you trust in God, if you're a Christian, that is an assurance for us. Because we know He's always with us. He's been always there with us. Why do you fear them? When fear shouts loud, let God whisper louder. He's never left your side. That God has always been there, and He will still be there for you. You just have to feed your faith. Then step number 6, take the leap. Just now. After you have analyzed, prayed, studied, then move. Don't delay. Don't delay. Don't overthink. Just stay. Move out and do it. That which you promise yourself to do, just get out and do it. Because fear is being broken by action. When you act, when you fail, you get back and do it again. You learn. The 6 steps that I'm using to break some of my fears. I don't say I've not experienced fear. I have experienced fear. I've experienced it in so many occasions. But I just don't have to let it control me. I know what fear feels like in real life, in business, Maybe you fear losing money in a marriage. Probably you fear loving again after pain. In your job, you fear that you're not qualified enough. In relationships, you fear being rejected. In your calling, you fear you're not enough. But I want you to listen closely, my friend. Everything you want is on the other side of that fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. That you just have to go past that fear so that you get all that you need. So let me paint a picture for you. You're standing at the edge of your dream. It's right there, waiting. Your purpose, your breakthrough, your business, your healing, your new beginning. But between you and that dream is fear. And I want you right now to say, I'll not let fear stop me. Say to yourself, I'm not going to let fear stop me. Say it again, I will not let fear stop me. Because you are bigger than that. Because you are made for more. Because your future is calling and it's waiting for you to move. So rise, take the step, build, speak, start. And remember, you don't walk alone. God walks with you. And I'm cheering you on too. This is your friend, Rocky. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you find this message touching your heart, share it with someone who needs it. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and stay connected. And until next time, stay bold, stay brave, and stay blessed.